No, screen is not visible.
I'm sharing. Now visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah. So we need to follow the Salesforce limit. Okay. For the development purpose. Here, today we are going to see about the what are all the Salesforce governor limit maintained in the Salesforce. Okay. So, uh, you all know, right? Salesforce is a multi-tenant architecture. Are you clear on this? This is multi-tenant architecture. We are using one part. Our org is a one part with the multi-tenant. You know, right? The Salesforce first class or second class, they will teach you Salesforce is a multi-tenant architecture. We are using the small space in that architecture, our org is. Okay. In this image, you can able to see, right? How we are, our org is present in the Salesforce architecture. It's small part. Okay. See, in this example, they are telling you Salesforce instance setup is a shared infrastructure. Okay. There are other tenants that will be using the shared resources for database, memory, network, or processor. So many, it's a multi-tenant architect. Whenever we are logging from any other arcs, we are using the same architect. Are you clear on this?
Yes, sir.
So you know what Salesforce is a multi-tenant architecture, and we are using our arg is a small part, like this example. Correct? Yeah. So Salesforce governor limits are implemented in the following key areas. So whenever you are doing development, okay, there will be sometimes if you are running the large process of record and functionality, these are all the limits exist in the Salesforce. Okay, Apex CPU timeout. This error comes during if you are doing one call out or example long running transaction. Transaction means call out. If you are doing transaction, if you are not receiving or not completing, example, not completing the process within the 10 to 10, 15 seconds, so Apex CPU timeout will be thrown in the governor limit. This is a one governor limit uh, in the Salesforce. Are you clear in the Apex CPU timeout? What is the Apex CPU timeout?
yes, sir.
Yeah, if you are doing example, if you are doing a for loop, inside the for loop, you are doing some functionality, updating, and the for loop it's not ending infinity, then you will got this error. Apex CPU timeout. Okay. Likewise, heap size. Size means size of the file. Correct. Whenever you are processing anything, the size of the file for the synchronization, it is 6 MB limit. For asynchronization, it is 12 MB. So we need to consider heap size also for during the development Apex code. See here, the too large error occurs when too much data is being stored in memory during processing. Okay, there is one memory in the backend heap size. That memory will be 6 MB for synchronous transaction and 12 MB for asynchronous transaction. So we need to consider if you go with the synchronous transaction, if the our limit is exist, then we need to go to asynchronous transaction. Tomorrow I will take a class what is synchronization and what is asynchronization. Before that, you guys know anything about synchronous, asynchronous? Any idea? If not, no issue. Please answer. Any
Synchronize means yeah, order of execution is flow one by one, and synchronize means it will execute the same time in a different workout. I think so.
yeah. Synchronize means once the job is start, it is waiting to complete and for the result and complete in the UI. Asynchronous means it is running separated. Example, you started one in the UI, you want to update 1 lakh record. Okay. So if you click the button, what will happen? For synchronization, it will throw error because 10,000 is the limit. Uh, for synchronization, it is wait for the result. After the result, it will complete the process. For asynchronization, what will happen? It will run in separate thread. It is not waiting for the result. It will be run in the backend. Okay. If for the large number of data, we are going for the asynchronous. Now, you know the difference between synchronization and asynchronous. Is there any question regarding this? I am not understand what is synchronization, asynchronization. Why we are going asynchronization? Because large number of data not handled by the synchronization Apex method. So we are going the asynchronization. I will share an example code. Example with the a live scenario. Okay. Here, uh, in this here. Okay. You can able to see the screen, right? I am in on Salesforce. Okay. Here, our request is we need to create a note. Okay. The note will be created and we are updating to all the related case. Related case means if it is 1, 2, 3, we can do. If the related case means related item, correct? This business expecting 1,000 cases. So during this process, we are going asynchronization. Example, I am create the note and save means it will completed in the UI. In the backend, it will processing and updating to the all the related case. If the one note is added in this case, the same note need to be added in the all the 1,000 case. This is one live scenario. For that, we are using the asynchronization. So, asyn I will explain tomorrow deeply about the asynchronization. What are the asynchronization we are having? Okay. To avoid, we need to go for the asynchronization transaction. Uh, this is a server request. There Salesforce has set the limit to 170 KB. If you are sending request, so we need to maintain this. And SOQL query. You all know about the SOQL query, right? We are querying the large data, right? Hello?
Bro, what is the heap size?
Heap size. Heap size is 6 MB for synchronization, 12 MB for asynchronization.
That is for single class file or overall Apex
Overall
code.
transaction size, not about the class
Okay,
size, the functional, the transaction.
okay,
The
okay, okay.
method is doing some job, right? Example, updating large number of data, calling the that call outs, and we are doing the transaction. That transaction size. Example, now only I explained, right? I'm doing one note, create note, and save the record. I need to copy the same note to all the case. Here it is 2 case. Example, 1,000 case will come. Correct? During that time, heap change error will throw. To avoid this, we are going for the asynchronous. I will explain tomorrow what is asynchronous, how to we implement. I will explain tomorrow. It's just to understand in Salesforce limits, governor limit, what are all we need to consider while doing the development. Okay.
This is all right. Yes, sir.
So next one is Salesforce object query language. This is SOQL query. For single select query, we can get up to 50,000, correct? For the DML operation, example, total number of SQL query issued. For synchronization, it is 100. For if you go with the asynchronization, it will exist, correct? 200. This is the difference between synchronization and asynchronization. When when one development coming to you, you need to first think we go with synchronization or asynchronization. If it is a large number of data you need to update, then you need to go with the asynchronization. Otherwise, you can choose the synchronization. Simple. We are calling the method and updating that directly. If you are updating 2 to 3 transaction, then we go with the uh, synchronization. Okay. Uh, for the database, total number of record retrieved by the database. Example, I want to update 1 lakh record with the some number. Okay. During that time, we can't able to do that because it will throw error. Correct. Only 1,000 only, sorry, 10,000 only we can able to do. Correct. For the updation. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? If no, you please stop. Okay. Example. For not understanding, please stop. Here. I'm opening one object. Okay. Example, client account. I'm taking this object, taking ID, name, account, node, C code, group name, example. I'm executing. Here, see how many records it's having. It's having 2,73,000. Okay. Example, I want to update the 2,73,000 with the note testing. I need to remove all the note and update with the common constant name called testing. During that time, you can't able to update all the 2,73,000 in single time, correct? Only 10,000 is the limit. If you try to update this one, it will throw error. You can't able to do because this is Salesforce limit will throw the exception. This is the example. So to avoid this, we are going the asynchronization. Asynchronization also having 10,000. So I will explain how we will update that 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs record. We are having in asynchronization, we are having 4 concepts. Tomorrow I will explain that 4 concepts, how to update the large number of data. Okay. Up to here, are you clear? These are all just you need to understand for the development purpose. Okay, this is the limit in the Salesforce. Okay, see here, this table shows what are all the synchronous asynchronization governor limit, Salesforce governor limit. You can take a screenshot also for your reference. So, how best practice to avoid governor limits during development? Example, yeah, these are all the things we need to think about the during the development. Bulkifying your code. Bulkifying means inside the for loop. Example, you are updating 10,000 record. If inside the for loop you are querying what will throw, it will throw an error. Salesforce governor limit error. See, avoid SOQL query or DMS data inside for loop. So we need to avoid these kind of SOQL queries in the inside for loop. Okay. These are all the governor limits handling error. I am telling right. If the record exists 10,000, it will throw this error. System limit exception. Too many DML rows. See, it comes to 10,001, it will throw error. So you need to process only 10,000 for the DML. But for single call, you can do up to 101 for the SOQL query. So we need to develop our code based on this. If it is exist, you need to go with the asynchronous to solve this and remove the, if you are using SOQL in the loop, you need to remove and bulkifying the code. These are all the things you need to do for the avoid the Salesforce limitation during the development. Okay. Here are the some example. Example, SOQL per transaction. What we are telling, 100 SOQ synchronization SOQL per transaction, 200 for asynchronization, correct? Running too many SOQL query inside for loop will quickly exceed the limit. Here, see in this code, what we are doing, inside the for loop. We are querying, correct? Here is the limit is 150, and I'm taking 150 times the for loop is happened, correct? To avoid this, we need to create one method. In this method, see how we are updating. We are putting as a list. Inside the list, we are taking the account from contact where account ID is this one. So update by using this code, we are avoid this SOQL limit. Are you able to understand? If not, I will explain with line by line. Hello? Am I audible?
Sir, just to show the SQL query, the single
Okay,
query.
okay, okay. I will explain. Here, what we are doing, first we are taking account as a list, correct? After taking, we are doing for loop. What will happen? It is bad practice. We are using query inside the for loop. So it is wrong. To avoid this, see, simply we are using directly contact as a list, select ID name from account ID from contact, where in the where condition, we are using the uh, account only. In means the account ID having this ID. So this 150 record comes in the where condition, and in the context we get the result.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
So while developing, you need to consider, don't write SOQL inside the for loop. It will throw the SOQL limit, Salesforce limit error. So whenever development, we need to consider, uh, are we using SOQL inside the for loop? We need to avoid and we need to query like this. This is one example. Okay. I am going to next one. DEML statement per transaction. Okay. Here it is 200, correct? Here we are doing contact. See, in the for loop, we are updating, correct? Inside the for loop. You can able to see, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See in this code, above code, what I in this example, the for is started. I am updating last name with this updated one, and I try to update in the same for loop. So what will happen? It will throw DML. Yeah, how many times it will run? It will run 200 times. It will do the DML operation. So it is wrong. So this is bulkifying. Here what I am doing? I am doing in single time. Here it will update DML doing up 200 times because we are taking 200 record. To avoid this, you need to put after the for loop. If you update, it will DML operation happen only one time, correct? So
Yes, sir.
you need to avoid these kind of development during your work. Okay, don't put inside the for loop query DML operation. DML operation means insert, update, delete. These are all the DML operation. It is updating our values to the database, correct? So don't do these kind of development during your code. Okay, please avoid. Next
Okay,
thing.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah, clear. Up to here, you all clear, right? You know how to do the DML statement, correct? Now I'm going to CPU time per transaction. Example, see here I told, right, 10 seconds per transaction. If the CPU limit exists, it will throw error. Here what it is doing, it's keep on doing this for loop. It is never end, correct? So to avoid this, we need to uh, consider and we need to split and we need to work on that. Okay. For these kind of things, we need to check for this logic and we need to avoid these kind of error limit. CPU time per transaction. Okay. Next one is total number of records retrieved by SOQL query. So we can query up to 50,000, right? Single query. If it takes more than 50,000, it will fail. It will not take more than 50,000. Okay. So for this example, I'm taking 50,000 record. I need to update all the record with the above example. Example here we are updating, right? If I'm taking 50,000 record, so I try to update. What will happen? It will update this. This will work up to 10,000, correct? This is the limit. We already checked, right? If it is going above DML operation, above 10,000, it will throw error. But if we are having 50,000 records, what we need to do? We need to split it into a batch. Tomorrow I will explain. The batches comes under asynchronization. Okay. Asynchronization, four part coming. One is future, batch, another one is queuable, and scheduled job. These four will comes under the asynchronous Apex class. Okay. I will explain tomorrow with the examples how we need to create a asynchronous Apex class, Apex method. Okay. Tomorrow I will explain. For today, you need to understand these are all the Salesforce limit. While developing, we need to consider this. Okay. See, heap size. We already checked, right? 6 MB for synchronization, 12 MB for asynchronization. So we need to split here. Description is large. It might be exceed the heap limit. So we need to consider these kind of uh, transaction size, everything. Okay. So call out. You have any idea on call out? What is call out? No, no one. Okay, I will explain. Call out means we are hitting from this system to other system. Example, when data is present in third party system. In the sale from the Salesforce, we are hitting their system and get the records. Okay. During that time, for the single transaction, more than 100 callouts, then it will throw error. 100 is per transaction, 100 callouts is the limit, Salesforce limit. So if you are doing call out, you need to consider this limit while developing. Okay. From call out, we are using REST API, SOAP API to hit this system. REST API comes with JSON format, SOAP API comes with XML format. This the transaction is class is completed or not? REST API, SOAP API, callouts. Anyone? Hello? All are silent. This class happened or completed or not? Anyone? Answers.
No, sir.
No. Okay. During that time, you can understand. Okay, what is call out and you can understand during that call out what we need to do. This class is just for the Salesforce limitation. We need to consider while during the development. These are all the limit in the Salesforce. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So passing too many records, batch apex. Whenever we go with the large data, we need to go to asynchronization. Okay, that is the right approach. Otherwise, example for the development, we are having 2, 3 records for testing purpose. We completed. When the production, when the real-time user use, they are having lakh count of records. During that time only, we are facing these kind of limitation error. So while during development, we need to consider, we need to ask the business what is their expectation. We need to consider the records. If it is large number of record, we need to go with the asynchronization of Express. Okay. So these are all the Salesforce limit, governor limit in the Salesforce. In this class, you have any doubt on this? I'm not understanding this part, that part. Please unmute and talk. So, okay. Otherwise, I will point out someone and ask question. Anyone? I will ask one simple question. What is Salesforce governor limit? Hello? Okay. So governor limit is Salesforce having some restriction while doing the process. We need to consider during the development. Okay. See, this is too many. If it exists 10,000 record, we need to consider this and we need to limit. Otherwise, we need to go to batch and split the record. So you need to, this is very important one for the development. So please consider this while during the development. Okay, tomorrow I will ask questions. You need to go through this topic. What is Salesforce governor limit? You need to understand more. Okay, you guys started the development. Okay, Apex class started, right? Apex code.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you guys know set, list, map, all, right? How to create a method, inside the method, how we are updating, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
We know.
yeah. So you need to work with the large data, then you will get these kind of errors. Do one thing tomorrow. In your org, is there having 10,000 plus records? Go with this example and try to do run in the anonymous window. You will face this kind of error. If you are doing this in the anonymous window, you will face this kind of error. Okay, please try. Then only you are understanding. Okay, these are all the limits. You need to work more on this. Example, this is anonymous window, correct? In this anonymous window, you need to see I'm using 10,000 for deleting some of it. Apart from I'm taking 10,000, it will not delete. It will throw error. So likewise, you need to open the anonymous window with the sample data. You can update, try to update some of the value. Okay. You need to write down script and try. You are facing all the limit exception. So then you will understand what we need to do. So please use the sample data and do the some work from your own analysis. Any doubt on this class? I am not following you. Any comments? It's fine. Hello. So everyone know the Salesforce governor limit now, right? I thought like this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we,
Sir,
yeah,
can you share this file for reference?
yeah, I will share. Uh, please do some analyze in the anonymous window. Then only
Okay,
you know better.
okay,
I'm
sir.
overly telling, right? You need to create one script, take the 10,000 records, what update having, sample one, try to update. Example, this is for I writing delete. If I want to, example, I want to update the name, then what I'm doing, I'm taking, I'm doing for this one here, and. equal to like this, right? This is list. So I'm updating here OB dot name equal to, I'm just updating just to all the 10,000 record. Then what will happen? We need to update here. Likewise, you need to write script and execute here, and you need to see the logs file, and you can know what are the error coming and success one. You need to do more analysis on this. Okay. Any doubt on this? All clear or any doubt?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. All clear.
Okay. Tomorrow I will take about the asynchronous apex class. Okay. Before that, you are okay. I will explain tomorrow. After that, please analyze more on the asynchronous apex class. Why we are going? I will explain from my end with the example. You need to analyze more. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir, we will.
Yeah. Okay. I'm stop sharing my screen. Okay. Stop recording. Please do stop recording. Who is recording?